Okay, so we're going to start with Jasmine, if that's okay with you, Jasmine.
Yeah,
And I would like you maybe to share with us what is it that you were experiencing before you started working with me?
for sure. So before I started my work with you, I feel like the over arching like theme of my life was endure. I didn't feel like I had a choice over what was going on. And what in regards to like my body physically, I just knew that I felt sick. I wasn't really understanding what was going on.
Yeah, and then how was that journey of doing the work for you? You know, taking the time to focus on you.
At first it was new. I never have had an experience like this in my life. I've only seen one other therapist, and this was the first time that I've really like tried to help myself. And during the experience, at first it was scary, but only because I didn't know what to expect. But something that helped with that was like the consistency of going
Mhm.
to the sessions and learning how I had to do the work in the session. So, what really helped was meditating, just feeling safe. It helped me to be quiet in my body and in my mind. And when I felt safe, like in my own environment, it made the work with you and feeling comfortable with you a lot easier. And when I feel safe, I also didn't feel like any judgments or any negative emotions that I thought or expected I would feel with like these sessions.
Yeah, and maybe to clarify for people listening in that you work both on your mind and the body, right? You
Yes.
did the yoga and also the compassionate inquiry sessions to work
Yeah.
on your beliefs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what worked the best for you? What was really helpful if you had to kind of pinpoint one or two things that was really
Um,
helpful for you?
I think what was most helpful for me was the like yoga sessions that we did. Um, I personally think I'm a little self-aware of what's going on in my mind, but when it comes to what's going on physically, I had no idea where to start, and I really needed your guidance to understand what was going on with me, and then also to see like how much my body affects my mind compared to how my mind affects my body. I definitely needed a teacher to understand like how they were both connected. And what I found out through the process is that I really needed to focus on my body just as much as I was focusing on my mind.
Right. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. And Jasmine, then what is the transformation that you experienced
The
afterwards?
transformation that I experienced was being able to make proper decisions for myself. um, Decisions about everyday life, but understanding that these decisions affect me physically and mentally, and knowing my limits helped me make these decisions so that I wouldn't affect anybody else in my life if I didn't make decisions timely or really like know what to do with myself. So understanding like what my capabilities are just helped me a lot in regards to what I could handle physically and mentally.
Hmm. And if you had to describe this journey in one word, how would you describe it?
I would describe it as being reborn. I think that while I was going through the process, I might have used a different word, like maybe liberation, but now that I've taken a little bit of a break from going to these sessions and had to like really use like my own like real world solving problems from what we learn. I feel like a new person. Of course, like a
Hmm.
part of me is there, but I just yeah, I feel like I have like new capabilities that I didn't recognize before. Not maybe capabilities that I worked on during this process, but just like totally new stuff. So definitely rebirth.
Right. And that's awesome to hear.